Leroy, come here.
Those are the words that Lee Mastell has heard every day for the past 60 years.
The night that I met her, I knew that she was the one I was looking for.
Wilma and Lee grew up in Ohio and briefly met at 10 years old. Life forced their paths to cross again at 20, and that is where it all began.
I went down to the house after we'd been dating for several years, and her mother took her fist and hit the kitchen table, said, "When you gonna marry my daughter?"
And just like that, Lee and Wilma were engaged, but the wedding did not go as planned.
Lee's dad said, she takes our name, she takes our religion. My dad said, you'll never marry a Catholic. So that was our families. That's why neither one of them came to the wedding. I know there was nobody there but Lee and I and his brother and wife. They stood up for us. Back then it was a bigger deal than it is today.
Just 24 hours after being married, Wilma was left alone.
After lunch I had to go to the bathroom. I told him I had, and he said, that's great, I'll pay the bill and get the car and pick you up in front. Went to the bathroom, came out, and he left me. No cell phones back then. Nothing. I was just stuck until he realized that he had a wife now.
I noticed that her clothes was back there. And that's what made me think, oh my goodness, she's still there at the restaurant. So I turned around, drove back there, and she was standing out in front crying, wondering where in the heck I was at.
For 5 years we traveled around the southeast part of the country. I helped him put on parking meters all over the southeast. And I got pregnant after 5 years with a boy. And Scotty, he was born, and we just had the best time when he was young. But I couldn't travel anymore. I was stuck at home.
Stuck at home.
Then, in 4 years, I had a little girl named Laurie. And Scott and Laurie were the best kids in the world to raise. We had a wonderful time with them when they were young and old.
Wilma's favorite memory of her young children still makes her laugh.
In the driveway, Lee was taking pictures of Scott and his 3 friends. And they all had their shorts on and no tops. Laurie says, Mama, wait a minute, I want in the picture. And she ran in the house, took her top off, and came back out and stood with the boys.
All hugging each other.
And she had no top on. I love that picture.
For the past 30 years, Lee and Scott have had the opportunity to work together selling pipe.
My favorite part about working with my dad is getting the time to spend with him and traveling with him.
Now, being 87 years old and being married for 60 years, life has new challenges for Wilma and Lee.
How much do I help her? Not to be funny, but it's constant. When we wake up, it's a circus all day long.
There's a special someone who's always willing to help out her mother.
Every Thursday, I spend time with my parents. We go to lunch at McLaren's, and then I help them at the house with whatever they need done, whether it be I do my mom's pills, I go to the grocery store, I'll change their sheets, I vacuum, just whatever they need me to do, I do.
60 years has brought challenges and it has brought joy. But there's one key that has kept Wilma and Lee together.
Love. We love each other.
Love, yeah.
Wilma and Lee have left a legacy and an imprint on the lives of their children.
What I admire about my parents' relationship most is their commitment and love for each other, and especially for the past 60 years of their marriage.
I admire my parents' relationship, that the love and commitment they've had towards each other for the last 60 years.
I married the perfect woman.